All right, so let's go ahead and set you guys up for long-term success. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a few things right before we jump into the back end. We've already gone over everything that we need to do with the front end. This is the glue. This is where those both two worlds come together. And make sure that if you decide to get into paid advertising or some really complex email automation, these things that I'm about to show you are crucial, just so you don't regret them later on and you want to have this data available to you. So here we go. These are just some of the few things that I'd recommend. So number one, make sure that ClickFunnels is integrated with an autoresponder, and the one that I'll be teaching and that I'm sharing that I personally use is ActiveCampaign. Okay, so right when you're on your page, right, and people want to opt in and give you their information, you choose any and all fields that you want them to include. In this case, I've only done the first name and my email and the email address that I want. Then I go to integrations, and boom, I choose the ActiveCampaign as the autoresponder that I want to integrate. I choose the action, and I always want to add them to a list. Okay, you always want to send people and put them into different buckets depending on their interest, right? You want to know exactly where that initial interaction happened, what they're interested in, and how you can follow up with them later on. So in this case, all I did was just add them to the list, and this was sales funnels, of course, because this lead magnet was me giving out funnels. So I went ahead and I did that. Now, as we leave and go on to the next section, we talked about the Tripwire. The Tripwire is just a sales page, and then we went on to the chatbot, which I actually asked them to purchase something. So when that's done, you also want to tag them, right? If they actually made the purchase, you want to be aware, because you're not going to be presenting the same offer to somebody that may not have shown interest or may have bought already, and you just don't want to come off as spammy. So in this case, this is what you're going to do. You want to go to products, and you want to go ahead and you want to edit that. Okay, now with the whole email integration right here, as soon as they submit, as soon as they pay, boom, I add them to the list with a tag. Okay, and the tag is crucial, is very important as well, because once again, we want to start getting to know who we're talking to. We don't want to keep persuading or pushing something, or even present something to somebody in which we may not have tried to present. So for example, this person, as soon as they go through it and they bought the research bot, boom, they're added into the messenger bots bucket. Okay, and they also have a tag in which they say that they purchased a research bot. So this way, on the back end, I can follow up with them and say, hey, you purchased a research bot, how'd you like it? I can go in and recommend something that can complement the research bot that they got, or I can just provide them with more value, more resources that they can use that revolves around that. But now I know that they actually are aware of chatbots, right? Or they've used some previously, or if they may not have used some previously, I can go up and say, hey, like, you just getting into chatbots, or they may, where are you with the whole chatbot thing? I get to know them better, and this all happens with automation on the back end, and this is how complex you can get, right? I'm just sharing with you guys a few ideas here. So this is just what that looks like integrated with an autoresponder. You can do this again with chatbots. I recommend you tag with everything that you get into as well. It's the same concept, okay? And right now, what I'm sharing with you guys is just high-level concepts, a little bit of an over-the-shoulder look into how it's done. But what I really want you guys to grasp here and get, this is how everything works in the online space, okay? The front end is where you are bringing in the traffic, you are generating and getting those emails, and now they're yours, right? You're just getting somebody else's information, just with the chat. Same thing with the chatbot. You're getting a subscriber to your list, to your bot, and you want to constantly be tagging with any and all actions that they take. So then you can create sequences and follow-ups. You can do everything you want, and that's how you stand out, and that's how you provide everything that's more valuable and more personable to anybody that's into your world. Okay, so The next thing that I want to share with you guys that's going to be very important if you want to get into paid advertising is adding that pixel, okay? And here you're going to just going to go into settings and you're going to upload it here into the tracking code. All right, now you're going to go to business.facebook.com and this is what will pop up. This is actually the pixel ID that is implemented here in this exact funnel. So I went ahead and I went to setup, and once I go on setup, all I did was just manually install the code, and boom, I just copied and then I pasted it in here, and now it tracks everything that's happening inside the funnel, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to show you how to actually implement it with some events. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and continue, and what you guys see here is you want to track every single event that's going on in here, okay? Because this is why. As soon as somebody lands here, right, they went onto your sales page, and for example, they didn't click on the button, right, and they didn't go to the checkout page, you are able to follow up with them through Facebook. So now you have another form of following up, and here you can get creative. You can create a video and say, hey, you know, I noticed that you got the lead magnet. How was it? You know, if you just want to get answers on that, cool. If you want to, you know, just keep up building your brand, if you want to push them to take a look at the research bot, awesome, you can do that as well. Hey, you know, I noticed that you landed on this page, but you didn't continue to the checkout and get the research bot. Here's why you should get it. It's super helpful. Boom, and you could show a video as to how they can get their end result by purchasing that, right? That being the vehicle. So being able to do all these things by just implementing the Facebook pixel. So in this case, let's say we've generated a purchase, right? Or just somebody just added this to the cart. I consider a lead somebody that opted in and went to the page. So as soon as they landed here, there's code in there that says, hey, you've just acquired a lead, right? Not just a page view, a lead, because they wouldn't have landed in this page if they didn't go through this one first. So now this one, it's the order page, right? So they're adding something to the cart, and I want to be able to do this. Once I'm here, I go to settings and I go to tracking code. On the tracking code, I've chosen that they are in the add to cart page. Cool. So I went here, I went to the add to cart, and I can put in so many different things here that I can get into. I won't get into any of that, but you guys can play around with it. The purchase, for example, boom, somebody went ahead and they purchased. I can add the currency, the value of it. I can add all these things, and then boom, just copy it, and then you paste it into the thing. So for example, after they purchase this, boom, they submit, right? They go on to the following page. They've been added to my list with my autoresponder, and they've also are tracked within Facebook. And I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like here on the back end. All I did was just copy this code that it generated for me, right? I go here, I go to the tracking code, and boom, tells you it was a purchase, this is how much it was, and this is the currency that it was made in. And now I have so much valuable data because I can create on the back end with Facebook, and this is a little bit more advanced. I can create custom audiences, you know, and that's really, really great for you to start tracking, at least set these things up. Even if you aren't going to use them right away, later on you might implement this data the more advanced that you get. So I want to make sure that you guys get this and set it up just the correct way. So go ahead and do that. Here, when you install the pixel code, you're going to want to be able to do that. And as you guys can see, just from this funnel alone, you guys were able to see here everything that's happening right across the days that it was released. Obviously, you guys see the huge spike. This is when it was released, and then the days after. So this is what the data will look like on the back end. It tells you exactly from what sides all the traffic was coming from. And in a nutshell, that's how you set up everything and integrate everything with that funnel. So I hope this helped, guys.